Hello friends, it has been a minute. If you are military, you understand readjusting to life. Now that the readjustment period is done, I'm back in the garden. So I wanted to share with you what I've been doing because I've gotten to do a whole lot out here today, more than I have done in a very long time. So let me show you what I've done and how everything is looking right now. Okay, here is the tomato bed. It is so full of flowers and it is beautiful, but I do have tomatoes producing. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that monster San Marzano. I have picked tomatoes off these 3 already and a couple off that San Marzano. It's been awesome. I have been harvesting basil. So this is Tulsi holy basil, and then this is regular basil. So it's almost about time for me to come pick some more up. Both my zinnias here along the front are just crazy, absolutely crazy. Now down in here, I did plant some squashes. I'm hoping that maybe since they're shaded, they will grow a little bit better over here. I do have all these carrots growing, so it's really fun. It is a giant jungly mess, but it is gorgeous. Over here, I have just a whole lot of little bits, but this right here is quinoa growing, so I'm very excited about that. I have just planted a whole bunch of bush lake beans and rattlesnake beans, which are a pole bean variety, just kind of all through here. I'm hoping I can get pole beans to grow along my fence here. I have pulled out my tomatillos. I was hoping they would grow, but they were just kind of limping along. They just weren't doing good. So they got pulled out. I have a bunch of rattlesnake beans in there, which is pole beans, and I'm gonna have them go up the fence. Okra is doing great. Here is where a big thing has happened. So I had green beans and so many weeds. Now the green beans weren't doing good because I had some mushroom infestation, and the mushrooms I was getting are not edible. They are a poisonous variety. So I have pulled them out. I have hopefully got out as much of the spawn as possible. When I see them, I'll just be pulling them. But in here I planted cucumbers along the front, and then 4 holes on each side that are pumpkins. And I am using straw in hopes to keep down weeds and hold in that moisture. Now what's fun is all of this going crazy, and I noticed, look at this right here. This is a baby birdhouse gourd. How fun is that? And I noticed there's another one way up there, but I know where the sun is right now. It's hard to see, but this loofah of mine is ridiculous. It is going all over, but I do have a loofah front and center right there. I am so excited for that to grow, and I'm hoping with how big my loofah is growing, I will get some. I also did pick a cucamelon and eat it today. The first one I feel like I've got to, but like, look at this. Blooms, oops, sorry, Mr. B. Blooms all over. So I did straw here. We filled in with a few pumpkins here as well because, well, my daughter really wanted to, so I gave it. I do have some cucumbers also here growing just to kind of hopefully get some good cucumbers. My spring cucumbers were not good. My tomatoes here and over there, they were a weedy mess. We have pulled them, pulled all the weeds, and we added some compost, some straw. Look, there are blooms all, oops, let me even show you all over this. So I am back and forth about how much I want to prune these. I'm gonna give it about another week or so, and then I'm gonna prune foliage, but I don't think I'm gonna prune suckers, and I'm just gonna see how it goes. Here's my green stalk. I added my strawberries too. So I transplanted so many strawberries, almost 30 plants, and like half of them have died. So A little upsetting, but it's okay. All the ones with the dead strawberries, I just put in more Bush Lake green beans. I'm hoping to make do with some of it. This is my sweet potatoes. They are ridiculous. Those sweet potatoes are like going up the fence, out the fence. I have loofahs growing all the way over here. My peppers are not doing good, and I think it's because I have so many ants here, and I think ants are trying to make a colony in my peppers. So today I added compost to the top of each hole, and I'm hoping maybe to gain back these peppers. It's just kind of frustrating. Out here we have ants bad everywhere, and fighting ants is just one of those things. But on this green stalk, I do have, look at this, cayenne peppers growing. This pepper is growing really good. Look at this one, how full it is. And I don't know if you can see all these little blooms on it. Kale is even popping. It is looking good. So things are thriving in places that weren't before. In these 3 circle ones, I have planted a yellow squash, zucchini, and this is a new herb to me. It is yarrow, so I'm gonna get it started here, and I'm hoping in the spring I can add it out front in a bigger pot like I have my mint and stuff in. Over here I have 2 more tomatoes, bell peppers. These bell peppers are not doing good. So I did plant a cucumber here, and it is thriving. So I'm gonna let these go. I added some compost and straw. I'm just hoping it helps because sometimes I forget to water. So I'm trying this straw mulch. This time I am just using this easy straw. I saw a couple other people talk about it, so I am trying it. A bag of this is like 15 bucks at Tractor Supply, so it's just economical. I've maybe used half for as much as I have spread it. Out here, things are growing. My chives, my mum. Look at my Shasta daisy. Remember when I was so worried those wouldn't grow? They have bloomed again. So much is going. My limes. I've added zinnias here and here. These ones have taken off. These ones kind of. Those ones never came up. My neighbor gave me her lemon balm, so we're doing a little TLC on that. That is going to get replanted somewhere else. My feverfew is looking sad. This is the one that I need help on. This whole bed right here is the next to get attention. But my mint, I've been coming out here regularly, like every other day, and clipping the bits of mint off, trying to get it to want to grow. So I've been working on this mint. Out here, so many of my herbs died in this bed, so today I added a new parsley. So I've kind of had parsley down on this section, so I'm hoping a new plant through this fall it will grow back. My echinacea, and then over here thyme, and I have majorly cut back my bee balm in hopes to getting it to want to grow again. So I have saved a bunch of the leaves that I cut back for tea, and I've also put some in oil to make a salve. Now if we come down here, this is just beautiful now. There's just cosmos, these sunflowers. I mean, look at these cosmos. And then my little okra patch out here. More cosmos and tomatillos. All of it is just growing so big. And back here, these are like some of the biggest zinnias. Everything is filling in how I want it. And I'm noticing even my blueberries have a bunch of new growth on them. So I have this other tree bed, and I think my lemon balm is going to go in here, somewhere on that side. I'm hoping it will fill it in, and I can add more herbs here. My sage is just looking sad. Everything over here just needs some good attention. These flowers have kind of fallen over, but I do have lemon thyme and I believe that was another oregano down there, and so they are filling in slowly. What's been really fun this past week or so is I've harvested a ton of my herbs. I filled my dehydrator with thyme, mint, I should say different thymes, different mints, a ton of oregano, bee balm. I'm trying to think, I've done a bunch of basil lately, holy basil. I've been just harvesting a bunch of herbs, and it just kind of, I feel like it's rewarding when you finally get to the point where you are harvesting so much. I need to make a note to go unload my dehydrator, but I just feel like it's so rewarding. And show you, I have harvested the last of my second round of green beans. Oh, green beans. And I even have a tomato. It's supposed to rain soon, so I pick them when they start to blush so they can just finish ripening inside so they don't split. But there's a look at my garden. So get ready for a little bit more. I'm just excited things are growing again. I feel like it's been such a lull, but things are still green, so I can't be mad. So have a good one. I hope your gardens are growing good. I hope you guys are just doing well and harvesting lots of yummy things. Have a good one. Bye, friends.